Welcome to the Radicata Nutrition Kitchen. This week I want to share with you another recipe from my book, Digestive Health with Real Food. And this week it's the recipe on page 272. It's the salmon cakes. This is a favorite here. It has helped me when I was on my own gut healing journey, and now it has become a favorite even for my son. He's now 4-year-old, and it's one he loves fish, but this is definitely one of the first way I introduced fish to him, and it's such a good way to get all of these nutrients in, especially the anti-inflammatory omega-3s that we know are so abundant in salmon, especially if it's wild-caught salmon, Pacific salmon, which is what I have here. And because it's this recipe uses canned fish, you can use fresh too, but the reason why I created this recipe is because fresh fish is not always available in all parts of the country or whatever country you live in, and also it can be quite expensive. So if you can find quality canned wild-caught Pacific salmon, then you have a cheaper option to get your omega-3, and on top of that, by keeping the bones in and really mashing them, because they're really soft once canned, the bones get kind of mixed into the content of the salmon cake, and gives you really important minerals, especially calcium, which is hard to get, especially if you eliminate dairy as a result of following some kind of healing diet or elimination diet that is free of dairy. So that's why I really recommend you to try this recipe. So let me share with you what is in it. So there's one can. This one is it's in grams. How many ounces? 213 grams, 213 grams. So I think I cannot do the math right now. About 8 ounces of salmon, I believe, but I think that's the weight with the water. But anyway, about like a regular, if you compare it to the size of the palm of my hand, a regular size can of salmon. You drain it, you mash it, and you mix with 1 egg with about a 1/4 cup of unsweetened grated coconut. That's to add some extra healthy fats, and also those MCT fats, which are really easy to absorb and that provide a really long-lasting energy to your body. And about a tablespoon of coconut flour to kind of soak in the moisture. Salt and pepper to taste, and you can add any seasoning you like. I like rosemary with this. And then you form little salmon cakes with that, little patties that you can then fry or cook with some olive oil or coconut oil in a skillet until it's ready, and it holds its shape very well. And you can serve it with any kind of vegetable or rice or whatever other food you include as part of your gut healing diet. And it also freezes very well if you freeze it on the sheet of parchment paper so that they don't stick together. Then you're able to thaw just one at a time and take them as you need. So let me put this back here. So that's it for this week's recipe, the salmon cake from Digestive Health with Real Food. So my name is Aglaé Jacob. I'm a registered dietitian, but I also love helping people that not only deal with gut issues, but that also struggle with the implementation of those healing protocols because of whatever kind of reasons, whether it is self-sabotage, some emotional eating, or feeling like you're always unable to stick to any kind of diet. So that's where I help people with both gut issues and food issues at the intersection of where those two problems happens, because that's where I was for a long time, and I've been able to come out on the other side of it and love helping people move through that too. So that's it for this week's recipe. Take care, have a good week.